Hey everybody, it's John with AntlerScore.com. What are we going to look at today? We're going to look at the 165 quart MaxCold cooler by Igloo. What we'll do is physically check out the cooler, look at some of the features on the outside, but more importantly, we're just going to see how long this thing can hold ice for. So what we have is a domed lid, which is nice. So if you have big things in the inside, it actually gives you a lot more space on the top. On top of the domed lid, there's a smaller lid, and that's good for a couple different things. One, you're not opening the big top every time and letting the cold out and the heat in. The second thing is if you have a cooler that you've ever strapped down to a trailer and then you realize that you needed to put something in or take something out, but you already have it strapped down, that's kind of a pain. So this way you can strap the cooler down and still have access to a smaller lid, which is nice. The cover has 4 self-draining cup holders. It also has 2 heavy-duty handles on the sides, coated with rubber for a softer grip. The cooler has 2 latches on the front, and then it has the hinges on the back. The hinges and the latches are made out of a combination of both metal and plastic. It also has a stainless steel tethered plug on the side, which is compatible with a garden hose for draining. On the top of the cover, there's a ruler that goes up to 33 inches, which is also nice if you're going to be taking it fishing. There are 2 features that the cooler has that you can't physically see. The first one is that it has an antimicrobial liner. The second is that it has ultraviolet inhibitors. These 2 things help keep it clean and protect it from the sun. The actual dimensions of the cooler are 41.25 inches long, 17.75 inches wide, and 22.6 inches tall. As far as capacity, it's 165 quarts or 156 liters. What does that equate to in real people terms? 280 cans of beer. So if you're going camping and you're thinking about bringing upwards of 280 cans of beer, this would be the cooler that you would want to take. Last but certainly not least, it's supposed to stay cold for 7 days. So we're going to test that right now. What I'm going to do is take 100 pounds of ice, we're going to fill it up, we're going to throw it outside. It's supposed to be a hot week and we're going to let it bake in the sun until the ice melts. Alright guys, as you can see, it was a hot week here. I listed the temperatures on the screen so you could see what we were dealing with. Quite honestly, at days 4 and 5 there was still a lot of ice left. I thought that this cooler was going to keep the ice until 8 or 9 days. I was very surprised when I walked out on day 7 and saw that the ice was all gone. However, at the end of day 7, even though there was no ice left in the cooler, the water was very, very cold. So I'm going to say that it made it to about day 6.5. To be fair, I only put 100 pounds of ice in, which was a lot, but the cooler could have held more. If I would have filled the cooler up with ice all the way to the top, I think it would have easily made it through day 7 and probably a little bit further. Alright guys, let's wrap this thing up. Why did I choose to review this cooler? For hunting, it's not always as easy as harvesting an animal, quartering it up, and bringing it to the freezer. You may be hunting out of state, you may be at the cabin for the weekend, it may just be really hot, and you may need a place to throw processed meat. You might be going to the taxidermist, hides, heads, horns, whatever you may have, and you need the biggest cooler possible short of just throwing a chest freezer on the trailer. That's why I wanted to take a look at this big guy. It's definitely not a cooler that you throw in the car and bring to the kids' t-ball game on a Tuesday night, but it does serve a purpose. The cooler did keep ice for 6.5 days, which I thought was pretty good, but depending on what you're looking for, it's pretty black and white from this video, how long it keeps things cold. You can go to the Igloo website and you can order the cooler from them. I'm going to put the Igloo website at the bottom of this video. Otherwise, get in contact with them. You can find out where to order it. They make so many coolers and they're sold at so many different places that it's hard to even know who carries them. But I actually picked this one up at Costco, and I'm sure it was less than $100. And Costco has been carrying them on and off for the last couple of years, so keep your eye open there if you have one by you. Otherwise, like I said, go to the website and you can find out where they sell these things. All right, guys, that's it. This video's done. As always, I tried to give you as much information as I could and as much video footage as I could so you can make the decision on if this is a product that may or may not be right for you. I hope you liked the video, guys. As always, leave your comments below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you want to see me review a certain product? Just let me know. We'll see you next time.